See, this particular system, which is a fallen mathematical design, it acknowledges, for example, that when I experience something that I feel compelled to communicate on camera with all of you, it's not going to come out the same way twice. Okay? It just doesn't. Right? So that's why a lot of times I make notes like this in a particular mathematical sequenced order. So the last video that I put up, you'll notice that it's like, whoa, what happened there? It not only changed what you see in the camera, okay, but it turned the sound off so that you couldn't hear what I was actually saying. That's what it does. It's a sensor, see? And so you could think of that as, if you understand how a closed loop system operates, it would be no different than if you are a small child and you're on fire to learn and you go to a library. And so what does the master librarian in, say, a public library do? They make choices based on future, past, back to the future, what you have access to, what you don't have access to, that's related to what? A map read. You're map reading mathematical language in our own mirrors, the inner domains and the outer domains. And where it shut the sound off and completely stopped the video, right? Even though I got enough memory to continue to go, basically what it said is, they're not going to be able to hear what you said, and not only that, they're not going to be able to see what you said, to be able to map read what you said. So we're going to just shut it off. Just like it did with my Rose Sweet channel. Same thing with the Robert Owen channel. Which essentially means it doesn't want you to experience what I experience in mathematical codes, because I did a total recall. That's called resetting the clocks. And it was when I said resetting the original clocks, that's where it shut it off. Okay? Because it runs a game clock. Competitors. Because they're not ever happy with what they already have, which is to experience eternal peace with the first flame of Adama Amareya. And so what ends up happening is they compete against each other like a frenzy with tech. More advanced tech, more advanced tech, more advanced tech. Always trying to outdo each other. That's the victim-victimizer software game. That's what a Star Wars audio-video game is. Because it's based on what? Control. And control is born out of separation anxiety. Because they do not experience being happy and joyful on the inside, which is the inner domain, the inner diamond. What they experience in the outer domains, which is our mirror. So where it also cut me off was when I was talking about, for example, with a fire hose. 8 gallons of water times 9 is 72, which is 9 again. And a 100-foot length hose, fire hose of cotton, because cotton breathes. And so in fire engineering with hydrologic, which is water logic, there is a mathematical relationship, obviously, between fire and ice, fire and water, as it moves between what's known as static pressure and residual pressure. It's in flow mode, right? And what we call friction loss. The larger the hose, the volume of water, the less friction loss. And how that relates to 3 and 1 being 1 on fire. In fire. The spirit of fire. The mathematical speed ratios of the fire letter circles circles of fire, spinning in the right direction. Top spin, just like when you grab a tennis ball, right? I used to play Little League, playing a game. The game clocks are based on timing, and they do it at 60 minutes, huh? The 6, that's the victim-victimizer game, the hex nut, as that relates to what? Torque speed and cycling atoms, clock cycles, atom cycles, right, of consciousness at every level of creation. The beauty of 3, running one cycle ahead. And that ahead, A1, head, the curve space spiral is 3 cycles, 3, Mama's 3 spheres logos, is ahead of the game. Checkmating the game clock, which is full spectrum integration of consciousness creation energy. So your consciousness on the inside and the outside is the full electromagnetic spectrum, running a total recall, which are the original mathematical codes of first creation mechanics, grid mechanics, grid repairs, right? Yeah. The rainbow vehicle, the inner crystal rainbow, the heart key, the heart of a pink rose, right? Always in bloom, expanding the rose. Have a great day. We love you all.